guys, I'm Jamie, Soulshine 1111. This is going to be a October reading. We're going to look at each week in October for you, all right? Take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to start with looking at your overall energy. We've got a lot going on with your planet right now. Mercury is in retrograde, so we're feeling it. The intensity for sure. It is in the sign of Libra, so it is Libra season also, Virgo. And so, you know, the balance, you're searching for it. All right, let's dive in. Angels, guides, universe above, use me as a clear channel for Virgo, the month of October, the general overall energy. And whatever comes, you guys, maybe it'll be about career, maybe it'll be about love, relationships, whatever the fuck. It's going to be different for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest in grain of salt. You're getting curious about something. Okay, let's see. General population, overall collective energy for Virgo in the month of October for Virgo. Virgs. King of the Dark Wood Elves, authority, credibility, and status. 39. This is 3 in numerology. So it's in reverse. So there's a disconnection here. Okay, for some, it's like you're releasing the desire to want to control and you're allowing your guards to finally fall. I'm hearing nomad. So for some of you, it's like, okay, before I get ahead of myself, bottom of the deck, overall energy for this card in October. All right, and we're going to get into the tarot. Okay, shapeshifter, transformation, primal wisdom, and instinct. 4. You're seeing those overall energy here. You're seeing in October those wearing a masks. So, and noticing where you might be as well. Okay, because this is your reading. Okay, and roles can be reversed. So take what resonates. I could be picking up energy around you, whatever the fuck it's gonna be, right? There's some energy of wanting to be vulnerable and not having had to allow it, and now realizing if you're resonating with not allowing yourself to be fully vulnerable because you're wearing a mask of some hiding in some ways truths about yourself, you're realizing how this has maybe kept you disconnected from people, places, things, environment, yourself. Okay, is what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing the word nomad in Alexa volume 3. Oh my gosh. It's like, why nomad, angels? Alexa volume 3. It's like the nomadic wanderer, right? Nomads, when I think of nomads, they wander. And I'm thinking about, you know, when I think I said something about you're getting curious about yourself. There's something that I think that you're noticing in the month of October about yourself, that you have been very, very fleeting with your vulnerability, and it's come at a loss. And you're starting to recognize this, perhaps, Virgo, in the month of October. It could be career, it could be yourself, it could be money, it could be relationships, friends, whatever, the family, all right? Thoughts, patterns. And I think that what you're recognizing is how your values and vulnerabilities differ from others, because they've shaped you in a different way than others have been shaped in their lives, right? And I think that this has come with a little bit of some pain with this king in reverse, right? It's like you're recognizing with this mask on that maybe you've been wearing, or that you're recognizing others are wearing in your life, and now you're walking away, right? This person has their back turned to something, and this is, okay, authority, maybe that you're turning away, maybe you've been more of one of those to live in for material. Virgos are the pentacles. This is financial abundance, right? It can be about money. It doesn't have to be. And maybe you're learning where you've been to want to control something, and now you're recognizing that that's kind of the material aspect of that, with authority, credibility, and status, because that finances come with those things, right? And so it's like you're looking back as you say goodbye to something that has led you to think to cost you certain things in your life. You're actually now recognizing that it's actually the value. Why am I getting value so much? Okay, so what is value? Values are the family, the pets, ourself, our friends. And the what's going to be like the religion, the nature, the independence, right? And you're weighing the options perhaps with Mercury as your ruling planet in Libra, and to find the balance between where you want to go next, the values, and what you value and what not to anymore. What's held you back and what's not held you back. And you're pausing, I'm getting, in this month to reflect overall. And think of, to reflect and pause and think of painful moments or good moments, right? We're looking back to reflect on what's been most important to you in your life. And I think for some of you, there's been some stuck, right? That has cost you. So how might, like, if you, maybe what this is about, transformation, primal wisdom, you finally get it. Something's clicking. And I say finally because this is in reverse. So there's some type of, like a connect, right? Internally, the synapses. And I'm getting a lot of pain, and I'm not really, it's a lot of darker energy. So some of you could be going through the dark night of the soul, thinking of and reflecting, and as you look back, how you've worn a mask, how you've shown up differently in different situations in your life, and how that has affected the choices you made, or how that's affected the people in your life. I think maybe for many of you with this in reverse, you're considering and thinking as you look back how you've shown up for yourself and how you haven't. Where you've been critical, Virgs, over analyzing and criticizing for looking for perfection in yourself and in others and environments and other things, right? And in an attempt to get happy. And I think what you're realizing as you look back, like something needs to change, right? The guards need to fall. Nothing's perfect imperfectly, right? There's like, you're looking back and being perhaps self-critical. And this needs to happen, Virgo, all right? If you're relating to this roles can be reversed, all right? General reading. When your heart's intention, Virgo, is to serve humanity, doors open. If it is some type of false, though, in any way, the doors tend to stay closed. And I think this is what you're realizing, right? And so it's like that nomad, that wanderer. Maybe it's time to go internal, right? So that you can be that phoenix and that rise above any heartbreak. Release what doesn't work. I think you're starting to figure out what to release because it hasn't worked. Maybe a lot of that has to do with finances, authority, credibility, and status. Letting go of having to be a certain way for anybody, right? Starting and wanting to take a leap on faith and release shit that hasn't worked in order to further explore and rekindle a new you. Rekindle something internally like that. Maybe, what do I mean by rekindle? It's like recovery. I'm getting release and recovery, and I'm not really sure. It's like you want to follow your heart. Maybe for some of you, you've been disconnected emotionally because of the trauma that you've been through. And so because of the trauma, you've worn a mask and only shown the backside of your vulnerability, right? Maybe you've been critical of yourself, and because of the pain, attempting to figure out different ways that unknowingly without realizing it, you're working to attempt to get even to people that have hurt you or you felt hurt from in your life. And now you're recognizing where that's happened, what you've done, right? Recognizing with Mercury in retrograde and the sign of Libra, and that Mars is in Libra too, and we've got 7 retrogrades along with your Mercury, 6 other retrogrades happening. It's like Libra is an opportunity this month, Virgs, to explore for balance. It's like, I'm getting that you're going to be triggered. Okay, I think that there's some type of trigger, a connection that triggers a transformation. It's like maybe where you've been resentful, you're starting to actually let go and accept that there's nobody to blame, or ask for forgiveness from it. It's realizing that nomad way, like shapeshift, that's what you need to give to yourself, right? You need nobody made our choices, nobody, right? And so this feels painful. Whew. Okay. All right. That was a lot. Let's get tarot. Okay, let's get tarot. It's like you're losing faith, but rekindling a new type of faith. Okay, because you're getting in touch with what you have refused to do, which I'm hearing personal boundaries. So for many of you, you've given, I'm hearing passive aggressive. It's not going to be for everybody. Many of you are isolating. Okay, and this is because many of you are in the dark night of the soul, rising. Okay, this is a huge time of awakening. Look at my Soul Shine Facebook if you feel like it. Okay, I go into depth with live readings from this week about what all the transits and how they're all affecting us right now. Okay, I am getting that you feel hopeful. Okay, you with this primal wisdom and instinct. All right, you're hopeful. It's not that you haven't been. Well, maybe you haven't been for some. Maybe that's the energy that you're working to release. All right, let's look at the first week. First week for Virgo in October. Angels, first week for Virgo in October. There's a connection here, Virgo, that's kept you isolated, whether it be with yourself, whether it be outside of yourself. It's kept you imbalanced. Okay? And now you're ready to, there's this primal energy inside of you to release that. Maybe for many of you, you're getting some type of foresight, a foreshadow to let go of something that hasn't worked. Maybe for some of you, you're journaling. It's like, first, I'm hearing music. So maybe for some of you, sound. Okay, that's too many. Maybe you're just sitting in your silence, and that's sound enough, right? That gives you some new... Okay, first week of October for Virgo. Ha! 10 of Cups. Beautiful. I love this. We're going to get clarifiers as well. Let's look in the second week. Let's clarify that for Virgo. I can use this deck. What 10 of Cups? So 10 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Okay? This is abundance, emotional abundance. Okay, I did mention value. Okay, and so maybe for some, you're ending a cycle of some type. Because look at this. It looks like a cycle is coming to a completion. All right. It could have a family with this person. There's children back here, right? Something is ending though. 10 of Cups. Let's see. It's going to be different for everybody. All right. What is this 10 of Cups for Virgo, angels? Clarify the Virgos 10 of Cups, first week of October. For Virgo, 10 of Cups, what's this about? For Virgs, harmony. Okay, it's in reverse. This is the Lover's card in reverse. So for some of you, there is a cycle ending. Could be, I'm getting heavily karmic cycles ending. Okay, something's coming to an end. The Lovers, I'm not gonna lie, is about often a choice between two things we love. People, places, could be about career, whatever. It's an emotional connection is ending. Okay. I actually want to go a little deeper on that. Tell me why harmony, why are the lovers in reverse? Light. This is the sun. All right. Could be a Leo in your life. Doesn't have to be. This is Gemini. Okay. Doesn't have to be. Just energy. We're just talking energy here. It's like something in your life you've not been choosing wisely. Okay. With this in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Something hasn't been clear to you, right? And it has, maybe you've been holding on to something, right? That needed to be let go. Could be a divorce, okay? Could be a marriage with this, okay? In reverse. It doesn't have to be, remember that, okay? And now you understand what this is. Something becomes clear that first week of October, this first week of October, Virgo, for you. All right, of what you need to finally release in order to move forward in your own light. Okay, and you're being intuitively guided, all right, to close out chapters. You could have establishment with this, right? This could be a foundation of some type that has been really hard to release. And now with this in reverse, it's time, and you know it's time. For some of you, it's come at a cost of another person, right? Because this is lovers in reverse. Two choices, perhaps. Okay. All right, let's go into the second week. Virgo, the second week for October for Virgs. For the second week of October for Virgo. The wheel in reverse. You don't want to let it go. There's something you're not ready to let it go. It's in reverse. All right, it's in reverse. Something is not completing. Well, perhaps something else is. So that's interesting because we've got these two choice. So you end one, maybe that first week, something comes to light for you, and you understand what you do need to let go versus what to keep. And it could be between two people. It could be, it's a fate, but it's a foundation could be made between one of these. Okay, we're going to get some clarifiers. Well, let's get a clarifier, please, for the wheel in reverse for Virgo, second week of October. Prosperity begins. This is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, something did bring you material. It like an investment in some way that at one point brought you the feeling of completion, a foundation. It felt good, right? Somewhere along the way, you're recognizing in this first week that there's been why something comes to light about this foundation. And I think that you release something, and it could be between fate and destiny, because the wheel upright is about our destined path. So there is this energy, because this is clarifying with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, that you're letting go because it's in reverse of whatever is been more material based. Okay, and remember, it's going to be different priority. It could definitely be about a job. It could be about internal patterns. I am getting, though, with the lovers here, harmony in reverse, and the Ten of Cups, that this could, for many of you, be a romantic partnership. You're releasing one and wanting to move forward to another, whatever that's going to be. Okay, and spiritual strength then upright at the bottom of the deck. So this could be maybe you're moving, something has kept you behind, and now you've been wearing a mask to stay in it, and you see the mask that is where it only allowed you to be somewhat vulnerable, but then there's this other energy that you're gaining the spiritual strength to move forward, whatever it is, in a different way. And I think that with this in reverse, with the Sun card here, Leo energy, Virgo Cap Taurus energy here, it's as though It's as though something is being unrooted. Look, there's a tree, and upright, it looks like this. So you're releasing a foundation. Okay? You're letting something go. And gaining, and because you've gained this spiritual strength within the first couple weeks of October to finally do that. I think that when you do this transformation, this wisdom, this primal instinct that is pulling and tugging at you, maybe this is what you're curious about. Okay. All right, let's see. Third week of October. This is third week of October for Virgs. It's like something has been coming at a cost of your own self-worth, and it's like you looked outside of yourself to place blame, but you're realizing, no. Nobody is, no. And now it's like you've been stuck. And now you see a light, you see something comes to light. Third week of October for Virgo. It's like if there weren't personal boundaries, you're realizing that you need them. And if this is about love, you guys, between two, I want you to, like, it's not a choice. If you're guilt tripping and feeling really negatively about yourself, about walking away from something and like you're turning your back on something, if you're feeling guilty about that, it's not a choice to fall out of love. We don't choose to fall out of love. It just happens, right? And telling ourselves that it's a choice to fall out of love is more or less like an excuse that we give from the ego to feel better about a situation. It's not a choice to fall out of love. Okay? So stop being so hard on yourself if that's what you're doing. I just feel guided to say that, okay? Third week of October, angels for Virgo. Clarity comes in. The High Priestess, Cancer Piscean energy. All right, there's something happening internally, and it's like maybe where you felt like you needed the answers, you already have them. Okay, there's this primal instinct, this knowing. Okay, you're growing in the month of October. It's like you're having some type of revelation this third week. Okay, you're having some type of revelation this third week of October. What's the revelation about? It's like the High Priestess, she knows everything instinctually. She just knows it and doesn't know how. For some, you're becoming more clairvoyant. Okay, and that's beautiful. Trust it. Trust yourself. Okay. Okay, tell me about the High Priestess for Virgo. Tell me about the High Priestess for Virgo. You could be changing your mind about something, right? Look at, she's deep in thought. Maybe you've been fleeting and now you realize where you don't want to be fleeting anymore because you're learning the lessons of what to let go because of the trauma you've faced and the pain that's been. Okay. Crown chakra, you're resistant. So for those of you in the month of October in this third week, you may start to resist your own growth because you start questioning your own light. Am I doing the right thing? You're shitting all over yourselves. I just did a huge reading on the transits and shit yesterday. You guys watch it on my Facebook if you feel guided. All right, it's big. And I do drop cards in it. But it's like you are awakening. And you know, primally, you know this is happening, but you're resisting it. Even though with 7 in reverse, there's some clarity. It's like you're avoiding the clarity. Trapped in fear. Virgo. This is wearing a blindfold. This is the 8 of Swords. Yeah, 8 of Swords. It's like you find the most comfort in the trap. And I think that you know, it's what we see and don't say. You know this. This is clarifying this. I wanted to clarify why the crown chakra is in reverse when you're clearly in this third week becoming more awake. You're rising to this new phase of life. There's something that is transforming inside of you that you, in order to recover and move forward, but you're resisting it. Right? You're resisting it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Swords are all about our thoughts, our mind. You know in your heart. You know in your heart. Right? Let's see. What's at the 4th week for Virgo in October? 4th week of October. Notice the stories your mind creates to justify who you are or who you've been. Okay? Is this real? The moment is what's now. That's what's real. You know this. It's just hard to release it, perhaps, all right? It's sometimes hard to accept that you are amazing and that you are light. You're getting curious about you and your values. Maybe you're weighing shit, right? Allow yourself to do that. Hurt shows up for a reason. Ask yourself, what's on the other side of the pain? Fourth week for Virgo in October. 4th week of October for Virgs. Oh, 8 of Wands in reverse. Virgo, this is in reverse. You're taking it slow or not moving at all. Okay, stuck energy. Even though at the bottom of the deck, you know it's time to make a choice. It's like you're wearing a blindfold. There's 2 crows here. You know there's a choice here. One light, one darker. You're refusing the 4th week to fully release and transform. And sometimes that's okay. We need to take our time, all right? Or when it's a big choice, we need to take our time. So be gentle with your shit, okay? Be gentle, but don't stay. And don't stay, though, in some place that's kind of good, right? Because you deserve amazing, all right? It's going to be different for everyone. Tell me why the 8 of Wands is in reverse here. Could be with this in reverse, fire energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or I'm sorry, I said that for a reason. Maybe for some it is, right? Maybe that's in your chart. 8 of Wands, fire energy, Sag, Leo, Aries energy. It could be a Leo, okay? Doesn't have to be. 8 of Wands, tell me why this is in reverse. It's like you don't want to move forward still. Okay, there's still something holding you. Okay, let's see. Even though you know you should, and you have hope too. Did something fall out? Okay. Truth in reverse and victory. You don't think you can do it. Virgo, you can do it. Bottom of the deck, positive movement forward in reverse. Stop manipulating yourself to think that you can't. Stop being manipulated by others to think you can't. You're refusing your own balance. This is judgment in reverse. This is the scale. Libra energy, the truth. You don't want to get honest with yourself. Victory and success. Wow. 6 of Wands in reverse. You don't think that you, again, fire energy here, Libra energy. You don't feel, it's like, what, I challenge you. Step outside of what was to stay in the now, because look at what the now is bringing. Entrapment, which isn't who you are. This is so long, you guys. Victory and success. You are worthy of it. You are great of it. You are greatness, Virgs. Okay? Maybe you're going to feel turmoil initially when you move forward for you. The thing is you know. Are you scared to get that you won't be able to find establishment within yourself, that prosperity won't begin if you walk away from what was? Virgo, look deep inside. Take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Your truth is calling and you deserve it. All right? I'm going to leave it there. I don't know what else to say. You're doing it. You're in it. Like, follow, subscribe. I'm grateful for you. Give yourself the compassion to believe you are amazing and start growing into you. All right? And all the rest will happen. Just allow yourself the release of thinking you need to control something. Virgs. Because what if the moment you release the thought that you need to control something, the greatness can actually start. All right. I'm Jamie, Soulshine 1111. Thanks for being here. If you lasted this long, I'm grateful. Until next time, be loved, be together. Go grow.